Hey, welcome back to our Amazon Connect Contact Center implementation. With this video, what we're going to do is just show you how we created a chat widget using our home task Connect instance. And so what I wanted to do was start with what the objective was. The objective was to for users to come to a site, uh, a custom site called Home Task, and be able to chat and ask questions, etc. So what we did was we created a sample chatbot, um, and notice the icon is appearing at the bottom of this page. Now, what I did is I took a React app. I have the code that is generated by my contact center widget. So what I did was I generated a Lexbot, and then I deployed it a custom widget in the uh, Connect instance, and I'll show you that in a minute. But just to show you what we're trying to look at here is we want to be able to maintain our chatbot and be able to have customers talk and define services that they need. So this is just an example. So the idea behind all of this is to be able to customers to chat and ask questions. Uh, Maybe get leads of what customers need and want, and maybe have contractors be able to provide those services. So there's this communication widget here where I'm just saying, here's a customer somewhere who's coming into our web page and they're chatting. And so what happens is if they chat something like, let's say, help, um, what'll happen is it'll respond with, do you need indoor or outdoor work? And we could modify these prompts any way we want. But I'm trying to fill a slot here, so the user's going to say indoor, and then the bot responds, oh, okay, indoor services. Acknowledge that we understand what you need and what the customer needs. What room are you trying to fix? I'm going to say kitchen. And then what I say is, what service do you need for your home? Now, I could say, what service do you need for your kitchen? But I'm also using this prompt for outdoor service as well. So I'm going to just say floor tiles. I, I still haven't specified whether I want to buy floor tiles, whether I need someone to install floor tiles, etc. So I'm just asking for the name, um, and gathering some information. Let me get your phone number. Now, as you know, some of these leads, companies sell for $7 to contractors, $10 to contractors. So right now, I'm gathering some information, and the point of all this is to be as self-service as possible. But what typically happens after this is you're getting location, right? I should be getting the zip code. And I say Connecticut here. Okay, we'll have a representative call you as soon as possible. So I'm going to have a general contractor who specializes in floor tiles contact the client. We have his phone number, his name, but this is just very general. And of course, uh, it's self-service. So the idea behind Home Task is for me to have a phone and me to take videos of my kitchen, my floor tiles, my project, and submit it. In the meantime, here I'm chatting. Here I'm chatting. I could upload the image and make it complete, but the mobile phone is going to make a call. The mobile phone is going to take the video and submit the video and the video sound and text and everything's going to be transcribed and processed using AI. But this is what we wanted to do, and I'm just going to say okay. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so uh, what should have happened here was, and I tried this last night. It worked. Maybe I should have done uppercase. Okay, but it said, "Thank you for calling, contacting Home Task AI," etc. So the point is what I want you to get out of this is that I could use Lexbot to try to get the intent by querying for slot information so I could get the information. So in this particular case, the bot got my first name, last name, my phone number. I'm working in the kitchen. I'm looking for floor tiles, and I'm going to have an agent call them back, a contractor or so on. So that was the goal of the chat. So, okay, so let's just close this for now. So now let's go back and try to discuss how did we make something like this happen? Now, needless to say, my bot, I'm going to be publishing my bot over and over again, enhancing this, etc. I gotta make it work. I gotta make it error handling work and everything else like that, which is a bit of a task. So just let's point out a couple of things. First of all, the first thing I did was I went to Amazon Lex and I created a chatbot. So over here, I have my airlines bot. That was the template I used to create an airlines bot. Then I created this home task chat, which was a bot that I built from scratch. So when I click on that, I have a draft version. I have an intent, and the intent is to get help. And what I have here is a definition of a Lexbot. Now, instead of like torturing you going through this a step at a time, let me just tell you what I did. And like I said, I got something functioning. Now I got to make sure that it functions properly and I can enhance it, etc. So I put some utterances here so the customer could say, I need home services needed help, need a home contractor or whatever. And so, and then there's a default if the user doesn't say one of these things. Basically, I say type in I need home services. So that's the goal of the chatbot. So there's an initial response. Okay, I can help you with that, and I define that. And then what I do is I define slots. So the slots are the things that I want to get the information from the customer and need them filled so I could determine what the intent is here and basically fulfill the intent. So my initial effort is okay, I have some slots here that I defined. And so first I defined a category. The category was created this custom slot called indoor outdoor. I'm just asking for indoor outdoor. So the user types indoor, but notice my prompt. Do you need indoor or outdoor work? This slot is going to have one of those values. So what it does, you have these advanced options where you could go to a particular advanced place. So here in the indoor outdoor, um, it basically um, am trying to go to the next in the success. What I do is I Okay, I say, okay, you need category services. So it says, okay, you need indoor services. So the customer has fulfilled this slot. I basically typed in indoor. So I say, okay, you need indoor services. And basically, um, if the user said outdoor, I would branch to outdoor, and uh, I would go to a different slot after that. If the user typed in outdoor, I would elicit an outdoor slot. So the category was outdoor. So this slot, when the user says outdoor, I say, what kind of outdoor service do you need? They say patio, driveway, lawn work, etc. And so this slot is going to capture that information. But I didn't type that in as a customer. I typed in um, the indoor services. So what happened? What happened was going back to my slots, the category. Um, it went to the next slot. See, if I typed in outdoor, it wouldn't have asked me what room. So in this particular slot, when I did indoors, it just naturally went to the next slot. And it asked me what room. So notice I have these prompts in a certain order. What room are you trying to fix? Now this is not something you want said when the user types in outdoor services. So this is not gonna this slot will be bypassed. We don't want to ask the customer that if it's an outdoor project. So anyway, you type in indoor, this prompt comes up, and let's see what happens next. There's a slot called room, and it's alphanumeric slot, and it's trying to elicit the value. So let's see what happens when the user types in. Okay, it elicits a slot called service. Now, I named this service. I'm trying to be generic here, and I could change this, but now I've typed in as a customer, I've typed in indoor, right? It asked me what room, I said kitchen. Now it's asking me what service, and I'm going to say floor tiles. I could have said kitchen, plumbing, or anything else like that, but instead I said floor tiles. So this slot is going to elicit that. And I could use that fact for trials, and I'm capturing this information. Um, so far, I've got the customer telling me what they need. They need indoor services, they need kitchen services, they need floor services. So at this point, I'm just moving forward with whatever's needed. So now, going back to the service, I've got the service now, it's floor tiles. So now I ask for the first name, the last name, and phone number, and I find out what state you're in. After this, I should go to fulfillment. I shouldn't hit on this outdoor category. I'm going to go to fulfillment. So my goal of my Lexbot is to go through two branches, indoor and outdoor. One indoor, finding out what room. So if I say the room is the bedroom and you need painting, um, what have we? So I'm trying to find out that information. Keep in mind that I have captured something some user in Connecticut with their phone number, and in reality, I should have asked for the zip code because I'm trying to do geolocation here. So the bottom line is, if it's Orange, Connecticut, there's a zip code associated with it. So my phone number, my state, my first name, last name, my zip code. Yeah, once you have that, I'm looking for floor tile. And let's suppose I also indicated that I need the floor tile installed in my kitchen. I'm really looking for a contractor to install tiles in my kitchen, to retile my kitchen. At that point, you've got project, and that project has a location, a state location, a customer, etc. And so, what that customer wants is to get the job done. So, me as a customer, I want my floor tiled. I want it done, and I don't want to be. I don't want 1,000 people to call me. I don't want people too far away from my address to call me. I want a reasonable price. I want the contractor certified, etc. So this is the goal. So let's just move on for the moment. You'd have to go through a lot of go through YouTube videos and find out how to do these things. This spot still needs work. And I'm not even persisting information. It's sort of like right now a virtual bot. I'm going to put this stuff in DynamoDB. So there's a customer, he has a project one. This project going to accumulate information. I'm going to put this stuff in DynamoDB, and that's my project one. I have a kitchen, floor tiles that I need done, project one. I'm going to go in and create project two. I'm going to have a bedroom. I need it painted. I need it carpeted, whatever I need, I'm going to have project two. I'm going to have these things um, prioritize those things. I'm going to have budgets associated with them. And so Home Task AI is going to make sure that they find out the information. Now, the initial intent of Home Task AI is for you to take a video of your project. I'm in my bathroom. I'm having a bathroom leak in my shower. I'm taking a video. I'm showing you the shower. I'm showing you the plumbing. I'm saying that my bathroom has a leak. It's leaking into my kitchen downstairs. I'm showing you the project, and all this information with video is going to get transcribed, and you're going to find out that I'm Steve. I have an address. I have a project. It is in the shower. My shower is leaking. I have a budget associated with it. I'm going to put a budget of $700 on this thing. See if I get any bites, and I want a contractor to come over and fix it. And 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 my one of my goals as a customer is not to say someone call me up and say, I need $2,500. I'm going to go take a look at it. You don't even know what it is. You shouldn't be charging me $2,500. So I'm willing to pay, $200 to diagnose it. I'm willing to pay, $800 or so to fix it. But if you could do the job, I'm going to contract with you to get part, it analyzed and get it done. So that's the goal of the project. So there is video getting transcribed, sound getting transcribed. There's artificial intelligence to categorize and label and whatever. So there's stuff here. But right now, we're just creating a chatbot just for fun. Yeah. No, there is this fallback intent, which I'm not going to go through. What I want to do is show you um, what we did to build and test this. So of course we build. Um, every time you make a change to the bot, you have to build it. Then you could test it. So I'm going to show you before we move on. I'm going to test the bot, and I'm going to see what the issue is. I noticed the bot responded a little bit different towards the end than when I tested it yesterday. So I'm wondering why and how, but I do know that this bot, I actually um, exported the code and put it in my website. Now, you might have noticed a little bit of slowness. My website is on my development Amazon account, and I'm pointing to a file, a JavaScript file, which is on my production account. My contact instance is in my production account. So I'll show you that in a minute. So I'm wondering why I didn't get any CORS errors or anything else like that, but but I have this situation where I'm anticipating some issues. The first thing I notice is slowness. So I successfully built this, and now I'm going to test it. So now I can test here. I'm going to just type in help, and I'm gonna go through the same motions of just answering the questions. Indoor, you need indoor series, what room, kitchen, what service do you need, floor tiles, first name Steve. This always happens to me. This is really annoying. Last name Buon. Phone number, my state. Thank you for contacting Home Task Guy. So notice, oh, here I put the state in uppercase, and I got this response, but it shouldn't have mattered. Yeah, I got the wrong. My website's not matching my Lexbot. So let me go to your let me go to the second step that I wanted to show you. So this Lexbot is really what I want. I'm on a draft version of this. Let me go to versions. Version 2. Let me create a version. So now I created version 4. So now let me move forward and show you how I deploy this thing. So I have a Lexbot. I'm not really in. Uh, I am in my Amazon account, in my production Amazon account. I'm not really in a Connect instance. So here was my. Let me go into my Connect instance. So here is my Connect instance. I'm logged in as an admin. It's a user in my production account, which is an administrator. It's not the administrator of my home task. But let me just do that. I am going to right now. I'm in here. Let me sign out. Let me go in as my administrator. Let me see if I could do this. Okay, so now I'm in my contact center administrator login, looking at the administration of my contact center. So there's a couple of things I guess you need to notice. Let me see if I go. So first of all, there's this communication widgets channel. And here is where I create my communication widget, which corresponds to my contact center. Let me just go in this really quick and show you that I've added a widget. And so when I added this widget, what I did was I pointed to my Lexbot, which was called, Home Task Chat, and I generated some code. And this is the code I copied into my React app. Notice it shows the start button and the minimize button. But this chat this chat is what I really want in my React app. So I went into my React app and I made sure that when I landed on this homepage, that I rendered that JavaScript code. And like I said, this is on one Amazon account, this website. This code is on my production account. So it is, notice it's a little slow. I'm kind of surprised it works. Um, I still have some testing to do. I still have some modification to do. And I could start a call and make sure that the call goes into my call center. Um, and I'm sure it does, but all this stuff needs to be still tested quite a bit. Now notice this is the minimize button here. So anyway, where am I? I am in my instance in my communication widget. And I just configured it um, to be added to this contact center. Now let me see if what kind of steps I missed here. If I missed any steps, let me see if I go to let me go back to the select spot here. Let me go back to um, let me go back to um, let me go back to Amazon Connect. I just want to see. That's really not. Yeah, this is where I want to be. Um, so I wanted to make sure that we had everything here. So I just wanted to make sure that everything was configured, and I showed you everything that needed to be configured. So, so I have approved origins here, and I have flows here. So notice in my flows, in my Amazon Connect context center, I had to configure my chatbot. So my contact center, let's say my Lexbot that I created is associated with my contact center. And then what I did was I created a communication widget and added it to um, my Amazon Connect contact center instance. So with these two things configured, only then can I take the code, copy the script, and put it in my React app. Now, in my React app, I can tell you that uh, uh, React is lovely. But what I did was I took out, there's different things you can do in React and different ways I could have incorporated this into my React app. I happened to strip out the script tag and just point to this code and load it in one of the React pages. So this can be done several ways. So I just want you to know that I am actually pointing to my production server and and um, and pointed to this file and my website, which is on my development Amazon account, is loading this file and implementing that widget. So this information is really talking to a Connect Amazon Connect instance, and it's doing the chat for me. So keep that in mind. It's nothing it's not rocket science, and the thing is that uh, there's a lot of work everywhere you turn, but it is rather simple to get this done if you know what you're doing. So now the question is, how do I make this work to the best of my ability, right? So I could color my icons, I could change my Lex spot, I could keep changing my Lex spot. So the goal is to have the client. The goal is to have the client be able to say, all right, let me contact the company and they could start a call and get directed to an agent. They could try to do self-service and just chat. Um, and they could chat and be directed to an agent as well. So this is where we are. And I just wanted to show you that last video to put it all together.